Hello and welcome to this week's special presentation. My name is Jim Penna, Manager of Retirement Services here at VectorVest, and it is my pleasure to be hosting this week's topic titled, The Sixth Secret, Stay Informed. Now, of course, this is taken from the timeless and forever valuable presentation given over the years by our founder and mentor, Dr. Bart DeLito, called The 7 Secrets to Making Money with VectorVest. Today, we're going to focus on that sixth secret, and we're going to talk about the value of information. Remember Mr. Gordon Gekko, the infamous and fictitious character from the movie Wall Street. He talked about to Bud Fox, he told him, the most valuable commodity I know of is information. So that's what we want to focus on in this presentation. Now, Angie Akers wrote a great essay last week and discussed the importance of staying informed. Let's go take a quick look within the VectorVest program at what Angie talked about. I'm going to take us into the Views tab from the main toolbar. I'm going to go back to last Friday's essay, and I'll just scroll down a little bit. And it was titled The Right Side of the Market. Angie wrote a wonderful essay. I'm not going to read the entire essay. I'm going to bring it down to here where Angie wrote, "This brings me to the sixth secret of making money with VectorVest. Stay informed. It's good to be aware of what is going on in the world, so it's not a waste to seek outside information. But if you didn't read or listen to anything outside of VectorVest, you would still be well informed. VectorVest provides you with all the information you need to make money in the stock market, when to buy, what to buy, and when to sell." She goes on to write that the single most important thing that you need to know to make money in the stock market is market direction. And that is why Dr. DeLito developed the VectorVest market timing systems, which allow investors to stay on the right side of the market and are based on the analysis of factual data. Angie goes on to give some great examples as you go through, but I love the ending here. We'll just come right down here, and Angie finishes off by saying, if you do nothing else but follow the sixth secret and stay informed, you'll be able to make money because you're on the right side of the market. So it comes back to that idea that the most valuable commodity I know of is information. And secret number 6 is so important right now, given the uncertainty that we currently face in the day-to-day market moves. And we know that when we allow emotions to guide our investment decisions, performance does tend to suffer. Instead, we are going to allow the objective and time-tested indicators and information of the VectorVest program to point the way. And so my objective here is to convey the importance of that information in the VectorVest program when making your investment decisions. And to do that, Secret 6 says, the key to that is keep up with new developments. How do we do that in the VectorVest program? Well, there's 4 ways. They're pretty simple. Read the VectorVest Views. We have Monday through Thursday, the Views, and then Friday, the extended newsletter. Watch the daily Color Guard report each day, actually. I'll point out how to do that within the program. Watch our special presentations each week. And then finally, we have educational webcasts and videos that are available for you as well. Let's go ahead and jump into the VectorVest program, and we'll talk about exactly how we can set up your secret number 6 to staying informed. So from the home page, I'm going to go ahead up to the main toolbar, and I'm going to choose the Views tab. And when I come into the Views tab, as I just was reading through Angie's most recent essay, it brings us into where I have set to last Friday's extended newsletter. So you're able to I can go back as far as I want to get information from previous newsletters. For now, I have it clicked on the 14th of March, which was just last Friday. If I begin to scroll down here, we have our overview section. So there's a lot of information every Friday here. The market in review will give you a rundown of how the market performed all week. I just already talked about Angie's essay. Strongly urge you to read through that every week. Valuation sections, the timing section, an extended view of the color guard. But what I want to do is come down to the strategy section. So when I'm looking at the strategy section here, each week is where we're going to come to. So with this past Friday, it read, with 3 yellow lights in a down situation. Prudent investors should not buy stocks, and aggressive investors and traders should play the market as it develops. Play the market as it develops. We have our Derby winners. So for that one day on Friday, we did have all bullish trades winning in the Derby. We had a mix of some bearish and bullish over the 5-day period. If I continue to scroll, the weekly newsletter will give you the information of our special presentation, the market climate. So it'll give you a lot of good macro information as well. So it's very important to stay up to date, not only on the daily market views, but rather the extended newsletter on Friday. Now, I could go back, I'm going to go and do a market timing graph. I could go back 20 years and show you examples from 2000, 2007, 2020, and many others where the VectorVest views gave you the information you needed to be on the right side of the market. But what I'm going to do is just show a couple of examples from the recent past, and one of them will be right around that confirmed down call that we saw on December the 10th. We saw the market move to the downside from there. It's been a confirmed down ever since, with some rallies in between, but overall the market's been down. So how could I have taken advantage of being informed? Well, let's go back up to the Views tab, and I've got to click back on our schedule. Remember, I can go back pretty far here. I'm going to start with December 9th, and if I'd gone into the VectorVest views on the 9th, again, I would get my extended color guard look there, and it would take me to the strategy section, where it reads, losses in the technology sector sent Wall Street lower today. With one red light and a down-up situation, prudent investors should not buy stocks at this time, and aggressive investors and traders should play the market as it develops with a bias to the downside. Okay, that was the news that we saw on that date. That was the Monday leading up to that. Finally, I'll take it back one more time. Let's go right to the Friday views on the 13th of December. It'll take us, and I'm going to have to scroll, so be patient with me. If I scroll down to the strategy section once again, let's see what that reads. All of our key market timing indicators took a hit this week. Tuesday trading marked the onset of the new confirmed down signal. And while things could get worse next week, if the Fed doesn't deliver the expected 25 basis point cut, I'm not convinced they'll be much better even if they do. So take it one day at a time. 3 red lights. Prudent investors should not buy stocks. Aggressive investors and traders should play the market to the downside. I don't know how much clearer the VectorVest views could have made it to understand where that market condition was, and we know where the market went from there. I can take it up to the February. We had that sideways moving market, and then February we saw again within the views. I'll go right to, again, read the views, the daily views, but if I come into February 21st, I'm going to go ahead and, again, I'm going to scroll down to the strategy section, and it tells us again our other market timing indicators. RT, MTI lost ground over the last 5 trading days. Nevertheless, despite this week's volatility and today's hefty sell-off, the BSR, the buy-sell ratio, and the MTI are not yet at their historically oversold levels of 0.2 and then that 0.5 to 6 range. So there is the potential for more downside movement. Prudent investors should not buy stocks. Aggressive investors and traders play the market as it develops with a bias to the downside. Again, very clear what happens there. What happened? Well, we continued to move down, and there was another few weeks where the market moved down, and the VectorVest views had you prepared for all of that. So remember, keep up with new developments, and the first way to do that is read the VectorVest views. Next on our list was watch the daily color guard report. So I'll go back into the program, and to watch the daily color guard report, first of all, it's pretty easy to do. On your home page under the strategy widget here, you have the ability to click here and watch the daily color guard report each evening when our program updates. Now recently, for anybody who might be new, if I click on the training tab and I go to sign in now, it's going to take me to our chat room. right? The VectorVest community chat room. And here we have every day the daily color guard is brought to you live at 3:55 p.m. Eastern time. So you can join, watch it live as we head into the close. Every Friday, of course, at the same time, we have Timing the Market. But you can log in live and watch it. And of course, if you can't make the live version, just remember, you have it when the system updates early in the evening. You can watch it right here from the home page. Okay, so, secret number 3 actually is heed the color guard, right? And so it's important to look each day. Right up here at our market timing gauge, it gives us the headline. Currently, it says the color guard is neutral. VectorVest advocates caution when buying stocks at this time. This is in real time. But you should be reading through this, following the color guard as it tracks the short, intermediate, and longer-term trends of the market, right? And being in this market timing graph where you're able to see confirm calls or the DEW, if you follow that, knowing when that comes in. Things like the green light buyer, whatever it might be, you have the ability to do that. And while I'm in the graph section, I just quickly want to come up to the market climate graph is also there, right? I set mine up here. We have the 50-day moving average of earnings per share on the S&P 500. We have what's called the earnings trend indicator. And I like to keep both interest and inflation numbers here as well. So I have T-bills, T-notes, along with the CPI and CRB. So we're able to track these here on a weekly basis, just some really good macro information for you to track as well. So very important to heed the color guard. Watch that daily color guard report. We'll walk you through exactly what these indicators are telling you. Keeping up with new developments and current information is how you stay informed. Next, we talk about going to the Views tab, and we talk about watching the special presentations. The beauty of our Views section here allows our long list of resources that we have available to you. You can click on special presentations, and you can go back literally years and watch or look for special presentations. If there's specific content you're looking for, type in some keywords, and you can search from there. So very important, I think, to watch those as well. And then finally, on the home page, you should have what's called the VectorVest Events widget open here. And we have, throughout the week, countless, webcasts and videos that we share with you. If you don't have that VectorVest Events tab available to you, come up here to the home page. Right under that, you'll see that the wrench there. And go through your menu, you'll see VectorVest Events. And when you click on any of these, it'll automatically put it up in the left-hand corner. You can drag it, wherever you want it to be. And you can just click register or join those events. I'm going to go ahead and close that out of my home screen for now. And that's how easy it is to watch our educational webcasts. So if I come back into the slides, those are the 4 simple ways to stay informed using the VectorVest program. Read the views, watch the daily color guard report either live at 3:55 Eastern time or later on in the evening when our system updates. Stay on top of our special presentations that we give each week. And then finally, our educational webcasts are available to you. So those are the 4 key points to fulfill secret number 6 by staying informed, okay, that we just went through. Now, this week, Angie is writing about actually the 7th secret as well in this week's essay called Be an Optimist. Now, it's one of many of Dr. D's highlights, I believe, was his thoughts on being an optimist. So I'm going to share just a portion of what he wrote and talked about what he meant by being an optimist. And he said, I seriously believe that you must be an optimist to succeed in the stock market. Optimists generally expect favorable outcomes. And why would anyone invest in stocks who wasn't expecting to make money? But he goes on to say that optimism is good, though there is a fine line between being an optimist and a fool. Fools are Pollyanna's belief that all outcomes will be favorable, even though they did not assess risk factors and odds of adverse outcomes. So he goes further on even to address the pessimist as well. But for now, I urge you to read through Angie's essay this week to get caught up on secret number 7 of the 7 secrets. So I'd like to thank you for taking the time to be here, and we'll see you next time.